Today I'm gonna show you how I made a custom bash bar that the bumper can go over top to protect my custom rod and custom intercooler that I made. So when I'm drifting, I can hit things and not have to care and worry about me wrecking my nice rad setup that I just made. If you wanna see that video, click the link above. What I'm going to do is I'm going to weld a plate to the front of the frame, and then I'm gonna have holes in it so I can bolt and unbolt my bash bar. I need to get my headlights out of the way and then I should be good. All right, got the headlights out. So what I've got to do is I have to make a plate that goes right here. So I'm thinking about mounting it like this and then having it go beyond in width. So then I can add bolts and remove them so I can quick and easy remove this bar. So I did some measuring with the bumper in here and the headlight off. And I came with 4 3/4 in height, which is the exact height of this actual frame. And then I went 4 inches wide. And that's gonna give me an inch on each side for bolts to come through. There we go, I got my pieces done. I just kind of eyeballed it and I'm imagining about a 1/2 inch bolt going in there. And then I'm going to be able to actually get them out and everything. So I'm just making sure everything's gonna work here before I mill these out, so I'm gonna mill those guys out. I got a new job at StimTech, so hopefully I'm allowed to use the mill tomorrow. So here are the plates I made at StimTech, and that's the job I told you guys I got. And this is where they're gonna go. I threaded them so I can install and remove this thing very easily. I don't have to worry about putting a nut on the other side. That's really annoying, especially when you're at the track and you need to take the bumper off for whatever reason. Later on today, I'm going to be MIG welding those to there. There's a little gap and stuff, so honestly, I think just bogger with the MIG and send it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna make the bash bar. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to make a piece inside of my bumper that goes along this entire length. I'm gonna bend it to my best abilities and start there. Sweet, so I just banged out 2 of these bars. This one that's a little shorter is going on the bottom of the bumper down here. And then this top one is going right in here as I showed you in that. So it's literally gonna sit in this pocket and it fits mint. It only took me 2 hours to do this. I've literally been running around sweating here, just trying to bang this out. This isn't necessarily an important thing to get the car done and driving, but I do want it to protect that rad I made. All right, so now I'm gonna weld the plates to my frame here. I've gotta remove my rad because I don't want this to get ruined. I put a lot of work in that. I forgot how easy MIG welding is. So I got my plates all welded on and I'm good to go to move forward. There we go. So I don't need any nuts on the other side because I threaded the back plate. I've got the 2 sandwiched together and now I can start designing the actual bash bar from the frame. It turned out really nice. 90% of my car is jimmied, but 20% is definitely like legit. And this is legit. I threw the fenders on, they're dusty, but whatever. And the bash bar is behind the bumper. And honestly, you can barely see it in there. You have to really get back in there, but there's a bar in there. So what I'm doing now, got some zip ties holding everything in sturdy where about it's gonna be. And now I can design how I'm going to mount this to my frame. The pads there that I made and everything. So I'm gonna measure from here, the bar, and then to the actual frame here and make a couple pieces, 1 for each side. And I can probably tack them in just like this. I'll definitely take weld that. That's fun. Oh my God. That looks so sick. Honestly, I am so impressed with that. Oh my god. Holy, I'm actually like genuinely pumped. Like, so I got this bar all tacked in, got the bumper set up on top, and now I have to decide where I'm going to put the second bar. Downtown, I'm thinking right about here, just at the bottom of the bumper. Then I'm going to join it to the actual steel bumper that I just made. Here we go. So the bottom bash bar is in there, but you can't see it, and that's exactly what I want. You literally cannot see it. I'll be able to jack my car up from right here because it's behind this little lip. And so I'm gonna go from here on the bottom corner before it starts to bend, and then come up on an angle to the top one. So I have the bumper there just so I can reference some stuff. So I need to put a bar in here, and I have to go around my grill. I do kind of want to cut this grill out, but in case I don't, it's gonna go around it and look awesome as well. It's gonna go with the natural contours of the mx3, so that's really sick too. So I'm gonna make a mark right there, and then I'm gonna tack this bad boy in. Just taking a simple little look. It's looking exactly how I pictured it. Literally looks like a shark from the front end, which is nasty. All right, so I need a couple more bars. I need one right here to finish it off. I need one in the center. I do definitely need one in the center because I plan on jacking it up from here, and it's not gonna be stable without it. I definitely need that. And another one I need right here of some sort. I'm either gonna go on an angle to the actual lock here, or I'm gonna just go from here straight up, because when I jack up on it, it needs to come up straight rather than having a twisting motion, and it definitely will not last forever if I had that welded there. All right, I finished my pieces. Let's see if they fit. Bam, right there. That's where it's gonna go. And then I'm obviously gonna cut the excess off, right? But nasty! Then let's check this little boy out. Oh, he fits like a glove. Yes, I'm running a center one. I have to because I need to protect the rad. And if I jack up, I need it to be stable in the center as well. It looks like a shark. And then the last piece, looking good. Okay, I'm gonna tack these in. That's looking pretty good. Now I just need to make a little bit more stability to the actual frame here. So I'm gonna run one from here, right on this angle bar, to here. So I'm just gonna add a little piece in here just so it has another spot on the actual box for some rigidity, so it won't twist as easily when I'm jacking it up. I'm gonna cut off everything where it should be and nice in line, and then I'm gonna make holes that I can clean and then weld this entire thing. So I hole sawed these out and they are a perfect fit. So I'm gonna weld these guys on and then fill that little center hole for the pilot hole, but that's gonna work really good. It's gonna be all sealed up. Bumper is looking unbelievable. So now it's time for me to fully clean this bumper, get it all nice and shiny down to the actual metal, because they put a coating on there to protect it from rusting, and I gotta get that off before I can weld it. Got her all cleaned up. I just gotta acetone it. Basically, if you rub that stuff on your rear end, it'll also tone your butt, if you know what I'm saying. Acetone tones your ass. So I've got 90% of it welded. I'm gonna remove it because I've got some stuff back here that I can't really get at nicely. But here, and like literally anything from in between the frame rails is complete. So it shouldn't distort once I actually remove it and continue welding these ones. She's all done. Look at that. That looks so sweet. It's all done, so I'm just gonna smooth out some stuff over here just because that'll bug me. But other than that, I'm leaving all the welds just the way they are, and I'll be painting it. The bumper won't fit on right now because there's this center bar. Like I told you, it's going to interfere with the grill. So I'm gonna mark that, grind the bumper, and then start painting the bumper. And then while I'm doing that, then I can cut out my actual grill. Here we go, it's time to paint. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Just rattle can, baby. These are literally the best the body lines have ever been because it actually has somewhere for the bumper to sit on. So I'm freaking pumped about that. That is a nasty body line, looks factory, looks like everything's fitting properly, and I'm stoked. The only hint you get that it has a bash bar is it has the center one. Why not have some sneaky, you know what I'm saying? This bash bar really turned out. It was very difficult making it a 100% fit, and it is definitely that. The stock bumper fits right over top of it with no problems at all, and it actually makes it easier to mount. Just 2 zip ties and Bob's your uncle.